God is the only one that deserves to burn in hell for all of eternity because it is the villain of its own story. God is not merciful. It intentionally created a failed species knowing that a substantial amount of our fates would be to burn in hell for literally all of eternity. This is not the action of a being that is merciful. This is the being of an action. This is the action of a being that wants to see you suffer. That thinks shit is everything is a game to it. All God had to do was basically just run a simple cost benefit analysis. If you know everything that's going to happen before it actually happens, that means that before it proceeded with creation of this pathetic existence, it saw a flash or a vision of all of the atrocities and fuckery that humanity was going to go through, that they were going to put themselves through, and everything that was going to happen: the murder, the rape, the corruption, the degeneracy, the fact that evil people were going to rule the world and be on top, while the good benevolent people, or for the most part good benevolent people, were basically going to have to live in ignorance and live at the bottom. It saw all of this and still proceeded to go through with it. And to be honest with you, a benevolent creator would why would a benevolent creator even create a place where people just go to burn in hell for all of eternity? Like, what the fuck is actually wrong with your mind? This creature is the only one that deserves to be in that place, burning for all of eternity, for creating a place like that. I mean, and think about all the petty shit that people say that, oh, if you do this, you're gonna go to hell. Like, bro, imagine you got people that are saying, if you jerk off, or if you masturbate, you're gonna burn in hell for all of eternity. How the fuck does that punishment match the crime? Like, these religious people that say this type of fuck shit, y'all are really fucked up in the mind, man. Y'all are just as sick as this creature or being is. Even with the whole Adam and Eve thing, you're telling me that billions of people have to suffer because some jackass ate an apple and gave it to her dumbass simp husband? Like, this, a lot of this shit is just fucking retarded, man. It was clearly a setup from the very beginning. Oh, I'm gonna place the tree over here. They're gonna eat it, and then everything's gonna go the way I want it. Yeah, because you're a bitch. You want to go everything the way you want in terms of it being everything going bad. Basically, it was all planned out. There is no way any logical thinking person could look at a lot of this shit and say that the punishment seriously matches the crime. A place like hell should not be for some petty ass shit because somebody was touching themselves, or it's because they don't believe in God. It's like, so you're telling me a person could be a completely good, a completely benevolent, kind-hearted person, never stolen anything, never killed anybody, never raped anybody, never did any of that. Sure, they've made mistakes in their life, but the mistakes that we're all going to make when we come here. But for the most part, they were a decent person. But just because they didn't accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, they have to burn in hell for all of eternity? A lot of motherfuckers do not let this shit sink in. Like, there is something wrong with your mind to believe that this shit is justifiable. These religious people, man. And another thing that I want to mention in relation to God being the only one deserving to serve eternal damnation and burn in hell for all of eternity, you don't even create your own circumstances. Everybody always wants to talk about why, this person's evil and they did this and they did that, but nobody ever wants to talk about, and I'm not justifying any people that do evil shit. You deserve what's coming to you. But if you think about it from a grand perspective, the point is, Did they create their circumstances, and what led them to be the person that they are? What did they go through? And why did God not adjust their circumstances to make it so that their influences made them a better person? So you're gonna, like, this is the thing. This creature, this being is just sitting somewhere writing out stories. Your story is literally already premeditated for you. Hitler was always going to be Hitler. Joseph Stalin was always going to be fucking Joseph Stalin. Jeffrey Dahmer was always going to be Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, this is the problem. You want to place people under circumstances that you know is going to influence them to be a fucked up person, fucked up in the head, but then they have to burn in hell for all of eternity because you decided you didn't want to do anything to set their life on a different path. And again, I'm not saying all of this to take accountability away from anybody, but I'm just saying, like, if you think about it from a bigger picture, it doesn't make sense, really. Nobody who really deserves to burn in hell for all of eternity. Like, really think about that. But I don't know, man. I just, it's just, I don't, this is crazy to me that, a lot of religious freaks and people, they think it really makes sense in their minds that, and you know what another thing is, imagine being happy-go-lucky in heaven, dancing around and being completely content with the fact that you have family members that are burning in hell for all of eternity. Like, what the fuck? And like I mentioned, a lot of these people that are going to be, going to hell, it's not even like all of these people are exactly the worst people. They could be going to hell for some petty ass shit that completely does not match the crime. The punishment does not match the crime. I can't even remember if I said this or not, but even with the whole, the Adam and Eve thing with the apple, that shit didn't even make any sense either. It was all planned out. And quite frankly, it makes no sense that billions of human beings have to suffer because some jackass ate an apple and gave it to her bitch ass husband. Like, this creature clearly does not give a fuck about you, man. It's not merciful, and that is pretty obvious.